Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Between the Shores. Between Sundays. So what happened yesterday? What were some of the things that we learned and picked up? And we've got a whole 7 days and lots of hours until the next Sunday. And so what are those themes? What are the things that maybe God is weaving amongst us and wanting to share with us as a family of Jesus, as a community of believers that are walking together? And so I wanted to call out Between the Shores is one way you can pick up some different things from the message on Sunday and kind of hear some of the themes. Another way you can do that is every week Natasha puts out the blog that goes with the week's message. And so you actually can find that on our website. It says Journey. It's the blog. And it's a short read that helps to take Sunday's message and just bring it into literally a page and a half. It really gives you some questions and thoughts to think, well, how can I apply this to my week? And so if you're someone who doesn't take notes and sometimes would I wish I had some notes to kind of follow up on, the blog really provides that for you. So it's a great resource. So Sunday, Joel, you spoke about react or believe. And you had talked about how you had, God had given you kind of a theme going into the Sunday. What was the exact sentence? Sorry.
It's good. It was, you're looking to react to the world, or are you willing to believe that hearts can be changed up close?
Yeah, so react or believe.
Yep.
And so we're actually going to look at the blog as we're chatting today, so you can kind of get a sense of what could actually be in there. And so what I loved about the react and the believe is, Joel, you had some images and pictures to help us look at that. And I could feel the image of react because you'd shown like
a tug of war
and how you put your heels in and you're not moving and you have no desire to move. And I could just I could imagine like situations where I have resisted something, and it feels like that inside. Like I don't think something's fair. I don't agree with someone, and so in me it takes everything to I don't want to go here. And so it's a really good image of what react looks like, and it's not open to what the other person is saying. It shuts it down. And I liked how you then compared it to belief, which is leaning into. And so the picture of a shepherd leaning on his staff, looking at the sheep, being aware, being present, and just being open to what is happening amongst this group. So the visuals, and it made me think about times when I have been resistant, and made me think, okay, that's a good image for me to go, okay, I'm resisting right now. How can I lean into Jesus in this moment of resistance? And am I willing to? Because sometimes it's like, I'm going to figure this out myself, which goes kind of to Pharaoh.
Well, and that's the challenge, especially with Pharaoh, is, some of the resistance is we just don't get it. And that picture is one, we just don't see it. But the other, same word for hardening, is I see it, but I reject it. And that's that stubborn, that's that posture. One is,
what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're saying. Doesn't make any sense to me.
And then the other one is like, okay, now I understand what you're saying. I'm not going that way.
Because
I resist it.
One is there's a possible opportunity for confusion to turn into understanding. Or at least to turn into curiosity. But the other one is like your stakes in the ground, and I don't think so.
And it's like God saying, I can work with ignorance.
Yes.
But I can't work with resistance.
Which is interesting, because it makes me think about in the Proverbs, there's the wise, the fool, and then evil. And the fool there's always opportunity for the fool to come around to wisdom.
To grow.
But to go to the place of complete resistance and choosing evil. No.
You're done.
It's true. And Joel, we've all read the story. Those of you who've read through your scriptures and know the story of Egypt is a big, important story in our Christian history. And so many of us have read that, God hardened Pharaoh's heart. And I've definitely been one of those people who said, that's seems kind of unfair. Like, so did Pharaoh ever have a chance if God was hardening his heart?
Yeah.
And so you answered that question.
Yeah, and this is that wrestle is in English it's just one word, harden.
Yes.
In Hebrew it's two words, the kavod or the havak.
Yeah.
And it's different. It's those two different words of the I don't understand, and the other one is I do, but I resist.
I don't want to.
Yeah, and it's a combination of. I mean, God wanted Pharaoh as much as he wanted Egypt, as much as he wanted Israel. Yeah. And he was saying, but if you don't want me, I mean, the plagues could have been done in one day.
That's right.
But it was 10 plagues because he says, I'm against the gods of Egypt, the little g gods, not the people, not the country. But in Egypt plays that archetype of this is empire versus the kingdom of God.
Yes.
And the kingdom of God is coming with an open hand.
Right.
Where empire is,
like,
the closed fist.
Yes, I'm not giving this up. And so it's interesting because, like, Pharaoh, he, because we were talking about this earlier, like, he held, so when Moses came for the first time, and he took his staff, and he threw it on the ground.
Became a snake.
And became a snake. But Pharaoh, this was interesting that Joel called this out, Pharaoh never let go of his staffs.
Nope.
But he called the magicians to then lay down their staffs.
Yep.
And so power says, I'm not going to give this up.
Yeah,
I am the one in control.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to relinquish that to you at all. And so his posture you'd shared on Sunday is that he was the one protecting the people from the gods.
Yeah.
So whether the gods under the earth or over the earth.
Yep.
And so he would not want to let go of that level of control. And who is this Adonai God that
I don't know
that you're saying is amongst us?
Yeah.
That like we got to protect our people from the gods. Why would you want to go?
Yeah.
So this was all very like like unusual, confusing. Like why? But then when he discovered this is who God is, because Pharaoh's the center of the universe.
Yeah,
like,
as far as he thought.
As far as he thought, like he thought I'm in control. So why would I give up this level of authority, control, and power? To your God who I don't even know. So no, you can't go. I'm not going to let you. But yet God continues to try to woo him. Until the very end. And so it just shows, like God is not going to give up. So then when you shift to Jesus, which I thought was just a good, like, important thing to see, because when Jesus came, who resisted him? Like the religious leaders. They were the ones like arguing and
how dare you break our rules?
And trying to trap him so that they could kill him.
Like,
like it was like
just like Pharaoh.
It really was. Like
it's another system.
So like you've got your political system with Pharaoh, and then you've got your religious system
with the Pharisees.
But you also have Rome with the political system in Jesus' time. And so you've got Jesus with all of this coming at him, and he doesn't react because it's interesting because God isn't about. That's one thing it says actually in the blog. It says that God is not interested in winning an argument. And that really stood out to me is because he wasn't in the situation with Pharaoh wanting to win an argument. It isn't you're good and you're bad and this is the side that wins and this is the side that loses.
And with Jesus in John 5, he's not having an argument with them. He's trying to say, look, you don't believe me. But you don't even believe Moses. I mean, he's like, you don't believe what Moses wrote down, so how do you believe what I'm going to say?
And they reacted. Like, if you look at their posture, complete reaction, heels dug in, you're, like, blaspheming God and saying all of this thing, and yet Jesus was if you look at Jesus' words with those conversations with the Pharisees, there is invitation to them in every conversation. You can know me. You can know the Father through me, just like my invitation is to everyone, it is to you, which was the same with Pharaoh. The invitation was to Pharaoh, know me, come in, I want to know, like...
If you don't believe me, do you not see the plagues?
Yes.
I mean, are you not seeing what God's doing? And Jesus is saying, do you not see the miracles?
That's
even if you don't agree with my methodology, can't you see even what's happening?
Yes. It's right in front of you.
Yeah, and it's that we see it, but we disagree.
Yeah, we don't. Well, we're resisting.
Yeah.
And so when we resist in our posture, then we're closed off.
Yeah,
so
we're not believing.
We're not believing. We're not going to be open to any of those things. And so, So like it's just when Jesus is at the center where he belongs, then like what comes around is peace and the fruits of the Spirit, right? Love and joy and the things of the kingdom. But when there is resistance, then we don't have those things. And so even in our own hearts, Joel, like I was really thinking about this, when I resist and I'm not willing to trust God in a situation where whether I feel threatened or I feel like I've got to solve it or whatever it might be, when I choose to go my own way, there is no peace. Then I tend to get into like there might be arguments, there might be even relationships being impacted because I feel like I have to have my way. But when I stop and I say, whew, I need to lay down my will and trust that God is going to help me figure this out, then peace comes. Then I can rest. And it's a very different, but I could go back and physically remember resistance and belief. And I just want to encourage all of our listeners to let the Holy Spirit show you and reveal like where are those times when your heart has got to the place of resistance and then maybe even hardness. And what does it look like when your heart has been soft and you've leaned in? And what might be something you're facing right now with just the challenges of the world. Where God is asking you to lean in and to like believe that he holds it all in his hand because he's the same God in the Old Testament. Same behavior as in the New Testament. And we often think that the God of the New Testament is kinder and more gracious and more gentle. He was no different. The incredible grace and patience. And of God trying to woo the heart even. It's like he would love Pharaoh. To and it is submit, but it's for Pharaoh's own good. To submit. It would bring him life. And freedom. And there's still autonomy. We still have freedom, free choice. But God gives us freedom in him to be all that he's intended for us. To be that was offered to Pharaoh. But it was
the better way is to believe.
Yes.
But we live in a world that reacts. And we react to the things that are going on in the world. Instead of saying, you know what? Instead of complaining and reacting to what's going on in the world, can I believe that God, through me even, can change things, change hearts, can change situations that I want to react to? Can he change this? And that's a big shift in posture because then I'm leaning into, okay, God, I'm looking for what you're going to do in the world. Not just I'm reacting to what I'm seeing being done in the world. And
I just saw your posture shift when he was reacting. It was kind of like a, ugh. But if I trust and lean in, there's a different way that the body's even being held. Like our body actually, when you did that, our body actually holds those things. Like we've talked about this before with trauma and with other things. But when it comes to belief or even reaction, our body does hold those emotions, and it will respond in a way. And so you can read body language from people.
Oh yeah,
especially if you're trained in it and learn the tips and things. But there's real tells on what's happening in the heart is released through the physical being.
Our dogs can figure it out.
It's true. They're so tuned.
They know how you approach them.
It's so true.
And if you don't want to get bit, we got to learn how we approach them.
Take it slow, right? And belief. Speaking of taking it slow, belief doesn't rush. And belief doesn't force. Either, and belief just says, lean in. And so this series this message you shared on Sunday, Joel, really ties into the next teaching series that we're gonna go into, and I'm very excited. But it's going to be called Door to Hope, and it is going to be actually a mix of testimonies from those who actually taught at our Money Matters workshop. They each have an amazing testimony and story of what God has been doing in their lives as they've learned to trust God with finances and to learn how he does it and his ways, which bring peace and life. And we hear so much bad news out there about the economy and how you better, I don't know, put your money under your mattress. There's a lot of fear around finances and money, but that is not how God has called us to live. And so over the next 4 weeks, you're going to hear some amazing testimonies from people who've walked this journey to encourage us and to give us a door of hope. And to encourage us to lean into Christ and what he has for us. And he has so much more than just like
resources.
It's
like heart.
It is the heart, and he wants all of us. And he is safe, and like, you know, in terms of this world doesn't always feel safe, but he with us is safe. And so I just want to encourage you. We start this coming Sunday and go for 4 weeks, and it's going to be a great series. We're very excited. So hope to see you on Sunday.
Take a look at the blog.
Bye for now.